As the prophet of esports, I rely on trustworthy and meaningful data every day. Data from our research partner YouGov offers the most complete view of esports fans and gamers in the world, providing context to who they are, what they think, the brands they buy, and things they do. YouGov's connected insights and research services inform strategy at every level. If you're a team, a brand, agency, or rights holder, you should be talking with YouGov. Their partners measure and maximize ROI and are telling compelling stories with data. Visit yougov.com/gaming-esports to learn more. And the headline here is 37% of mobile gamers want to shift to PC. And this is from a survey done in India and that HP did, okay? And about 1 in 3 PC users preferred gaming features on the PC. So it says, a new study by HP reveals that 37% of mobile gamers want to shift to a PC. And as per the HP India Gaming Landscape Report, 89% of respondents believe that a PC offers a better gaming experience than a smartphone. 4 in 10 also indicated that they would migrate to PCs for better gaming experiences. If you're buying Crafton on the premise that mobile is the future, mobile in India is the dominant form of entertainment and the way to game, does this report scare you at all? Does it change your thesis at all?
I don't think they're mutually exclusive, right? You're going to have mobile gamers that are going to game on PC when they're home, and they're mobile when they're out in the street or at their friend's house. I just think that's positive for the overall gaming market in India, especially the PC market, right? You're going to have these mobile gamers that are going to continue to game on mobile, and then they're also going to play on PC. I just read that with optimism and yeah, that's great.
Definitely
bring them over to the dark side.
The only reason why I might disagree a little bit is just with a shooter game. Like, you would think that kind of style of play, people probably aren't playing it as much on the go. Where I think they are doing the experience of sitting there and playing it like they would a PC. So I think Paul.
PUBG's already
this is a
disproven
classic
that.
Profit is right segment, because I know this has been Paul's thesis about mobile. So he's finally found some data that seems to validate him. He had
Weird
to go
how
all the
that
way
works
to India,
out.
Had to find some random study in India to finally be proven correct.
Yeah,
But, congrats on that, Paul.
I think there's something to it, right? In terms of accessibility, you look at India, I think a lot of these gamers were skewing younger, and as they grow up, they'll purchase these PC things, and I think that's how the progression will continue to look across the world, younger gamers into mobile, into PC gamers.
Does nobody think, and this is kind of a stupid question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway, just because why not? As the live stream, I can ask stupid questions. Does nobody think that at some point the division here goes away altogether? Remember when you just couldn't game on laptops because laptops were junk, and you absolutely had to have a premium desktop PC to get that? And now you can you'll get a cheaper thing on a PC and the top end components will be faster, but you can game on a laptop no problem today. Does anyone think we get to a point where the distinction between, because consoles are a little bit different. Consoles are publisher created ecosystems around exclusivity and control. But do you think we ever get to a point where there just is no difference between gaming on mobile and PC? They're just the same. It's just
using a controller. I thought the big problem
you'll plug in all the other stuff. Just if I'm going to game on my laptop, I'm going to plug in a headset and maybe a mechanical keyboard, and I'm certainly using an external mouse and not you'll plug in all the other stuff, right? And you probably even plug your phone in, but I kind of wonder if we don't overstate the divide today a little bit. I know it's a long time before mobile catches up all the way, but I think we're getting to that world, right?
Right. I mean, they're already using most elite mobile players are using their phones as computers, basically, right? That's the only purpose they serve. They're plugging in the dongles for the mouse and the keyboard and the external displays and everything anyway. So I think, in a couple of years, it will just be a mobile PC that you then plug into wherever.
And then plenty of mobile games can be played on PC now.
Emulators
mobile
and things.
Shooters and stuff also have a PC. So just
my only thought on that is then is it just is it sort of just two sides of the same coin, where it's if you're literally using your phone as if you're plugging in all of these things, it's not is that even quote unquote mobile gaming at that point, or is it just that's the processor that you're using? Like it's not.
That's
portable,
exactly, and I think that's exactly the point
it's
he's
not
making.
Touch screen. Like what are we?
Yeah,
It's just a tiny little computer.
Right,
I thought you guys were going in a totally different direction with this. Because to me, this confirms, this makes me somewhat more at ease, because I'm worried about a future where everyone just wants to play on mobile, right? That's what when I have nightmares, that's what I have nightmares about, right? But this seems to confirm that mobile, and what I always suspected is that mobile's just kind of a gateway drug. And eventually people want to move more up market.
It's more than that, because I think these titles you can play mobily, right? And so like it's not quite, it's like it's nice. Like imagine if, let me give you an example, Paul, right? Imagine if you're doing raiding in WoW and you're stuck on a long train, you're stuck on a long, I don't know, like car ride or something, or train ride or something. And like, imagine if you could play kind of bad WoW on your phone. You're still advancing your character. You know, it's not as good, right? You know, you can't, you don't have the full keyboard to chat. You know, you're like, sorry guys, I'm on mobile, but like, it's still WoW and you can still play it. But you know, when you go home, you'll get the real experience. Like, I think there is an advantage. I think mobile's a little bit different, and it's truly everywhere portable, which adds a lot of value, right? Like, I just can't tell you how much I love my Switch, because I literally like can take it, like even in my house, dude, like I'll play it in bed, I'll play it in the basement. Like it's just super useful.
Even games that are designed primarily for a PC, I find myself playing more on the Switch if it's available. Like Diablo 2 Resurrected, I've played that on the PC exclusively, but when it comes out on the Switch, I'm gonna play the heck out of it on the Switch.
Hardcore Switch, and it's just, there's something to be said for, like, I think consumers are willing to take less good gaming experience for more convenient form factor. And what mobile does, at least in the mobile gaming we're talking about, is it lets you offer the whole spectrum. If you want to kind of have some sloppy play from your bed, go for it. If you want to be nailing it, head to your desk and plug in all your peripherals and go, you know, like, but I like that the game fits all those use cases. And I think it is a bit bigger than we realize, just because of how the Switch has overtaken my gaming. And it's easily the least hardcore gamery thing I own, you know?
William, you asked me a question. Your point's an excellent one. I'm the wrong person to ask is all, right? Like, I don't even like writing an email from my phone. I actually don't. Like, I just, because I think it's a suboptimal experience, I wait till I'm back at my desk, keyboard, big screen, you know, like, and so I definitely even wouldn't play like bad WoW. I wouldn't.
I dispute that. Sorry, just like, you're telling me you wouldn't log in and do some auction housing from your phone in bed? Okay,
it's just like, for me, it's the escape, right? Like it's not like I need 10 minutes of distraction here. For me, gaming is the experience. I sit down, I've carved out a couple of hours. I don't have to think about anything else. Like to me, the snackable stuff doesn't do anything for me.
See,
that's just me. I'm not extrapolating that to some broader market trend. I know that's just me.
See, I'm totally okay with, and I'll give you a great example of this. The external content around games is a lot of times me snacking a game. You know what I mean? And like, I wish there was a snack. Like, for example, like, I mean, when I was playing Bloodborne, I wish I could have played on my mobile device and just farm some blood echoes. Like, I get that I'm not going to go after the hardest boss, you know, but I'll run Yarnum and, you know, get enough to get another, you know, strength point or whatever, you know, like I think there's more value than we realize. And the Switch, I really just urge you guys, if you're not gaming a lot on the Switch, it's scary how much it takes over your gaming because of how convenient it is. So
I think to further validate William's point, just with my own anecdote, and I had an ex that said this about me. She go, "Oh, he's playing video games when he's not playing video games." Because when I'm sitting in front of my Xbox, when I used to be a console gamer, if something was loading or downloading, I would just whip out my mobile and start playing while I'm waiting for like this cutscene or something I didn't care about. And, yeah, so maybe I had a problem. I don't know, but again, the mobile experience for something snackable in between other gaming experiences certainly was the case for me.